Hi folks, this is Ed Castañeda for HavanaNewYork.com, and I'm here in Miami with some very special friends that I've been looking forward to coming down here and talking with. And here right next to me I have Felo Barrio. Many of you know who he is, and Felo, can you help me introduce the other gentleman right next to you?
Of course. Okay, here we have my band leader and flute player, Mr. Eduardo Aguirre from Típica Tropical, the band that I work with, and I'm very proud to introduce him to all of you.
Fellow, thank you, and I'm very happy to be with this incredible gentleman tonight to send this message to all of the people that are in contact with Ed in New York and around the world.
Okay, so we're here to talk about a very special event that you guys do every year. Your organization is called the Charanga Legends USA. And can you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, the reason why we call USA is because all the charangueros that are here in the United States. Nothing political. This is simply something to promote our music and to let the people know that charanga is alive. And we do it every year. Hopefully this year we're going to do it too. And do you want to know when? The month?
Oh, sure, yeah.
Yeah, we usually do it in July. And
Stop there.
yeah, right there. And I want you to know that it's a great event. The people come from Colombia, Puerto Rico, from all over.
California?
Yeah, from the West Coast, yes.
Don't forget New York.
Yeah,
And New York, you come too every year. And we have a ball, honestly. And like I say, it's only to promote this kind of music, because we don't want this music to die. We want to promote all the bands, all the charanga bands.
Okay, so now can you explain a little bit why this music is so good and why it needs to be preserved? Maybe one of the other gentlemen here can talk a little bit about it.
Okay. I would like to introduce Ramiro Aguirre, second generation of Charangueros. This is his father, Ramiro Aguirre. He plays timbs, sings, and he has his own band. Go ahead, Ram.
I'm very fortunate to be here with these elite gentlemen that form such a great part of this Cuban music, charanga music, and I've been fortunate enough to be brought up with this great music as a very young child. And this year, as Felo mentioned, we are going to be continuing the tradition of charanga, which I personally think that it's a great style of music. It's a very danceable music, and as Felo mentioned, I'm a younger generation than them, not too young, but quite young, younger, and I will promote it as long as I can continue to do that and promote this great music on stage.
Okay, very good. And the last gentleman on the line?
The last gentleman is my right-hand man, Mr. Osvaldo Benavides. I want you to know that he's a flute player too. Although he doesn't play professional with anybody, but he plays flute. And he is my vice president of the Charanga Legends USA. Right. And I want to introduce him, Osvaldo Benavides. He's the nephew of Vicente Consuegra, a singer for Orchestra Broadway years ago that passed away.
Okay, so Osvaldo, so this event is in its 6th year, am I correct? This is going to be the...
Yeah, basically it started as just a few of the guys getting together to have a good time. Some of the musicians got together, and it just began to grow. You know, more friends were brought in, and family, and it began to grow and grow until now it's an event that we do every year, and it's usually quite a few people that come and enjoy themselves. And yeah, now we have our own band. It's called the Charanga Legends All Stars, and we have a lot of amazing people who have an incredible amount of work behind them. So if you Google any of their names, you'll see that they've worked with the best, and they've been around for a long time. And you asked before why we thought that it was important to maintain music like charanga. Well, charanga is one of the earliest forms of Cuban music, and every single form of Cuban music that's developed since then came from the original charangas. They were around in the 1870s when they began, playing danzones and stuff like that. They've influenced every kind of music there is. They were there in New Orleans when Dixieland Jazz was born, and they influenced it. And they were later on when rock and roll started. They were there. If you listen to a lot of the early rock songs, you can hear the clave rhythms in there, and the little Latin guajeos in the background and so on and so on. It still influences jazz nowadays, and something that's that important and that should not be lost. So it's something that we should all be proud of, and that's one of the reasons we want to preserve it.
Now, every year for this event, you have a theme to it. Last year, the theme was the establishment of the band, of the All-Star Band. Can you talk about some of the musicians that performed with you?
Yeah, well, we had like René Lorente, who was formerly the flutist for Orquesta Aragon. We had Edwin Bonilla, who played with Gloria Estefan. We had Brito, Gustavo Cruz, who's another great flutist. We had the violinist, Sal Cuevas. You guys know these guys a lot better than I do. But I mean, it was full of stars. It was full of stars, and it was really a lot of great people, a lot of Grammy winners in there. And it's just the who of who. That band is the who of Latin music. You know what I mean? And it's it's a fluid group. I mean, we have a big choice, and we get 11, 12 guys together. We may change one from time to time, but it's the basic group is always there, and it's always fantastic. They are truly, each and every one of those musicians are some of the very best at the instrument and the position that they hold in the band. So something to be said.
And Eduardo, the year before, the theme was the great flutist from the Charanga bands.
Yeah, even I met, and I was very happy to meet them, two ladies from New York, that they were playing the flute. Incredible flutists playing with us in there, and I was very happy that they have a great time with us, because that's what I was talking to you before. All this new generation of people that love the charanga music, they want to know more and more and more, and why. And this is something that, for me, for Felo, for people that we have been hanging in there for many years, is a great compliment to us to be helpful to them. To develop for the future. I mean, we have to develop this for the future generation, and this is why I'm happy, and I'm working all the time with them and giving ideas and a lot of things that is going backstage that I feel part of it.
I think it's the first time that there have been 11 flute players on the stage. That I 12 flute players on the stage, and the two ladies is Connie, what's her last name? Connie Grossman, and Andrea Batchfield.
Right. And there was three of them.
Listen, those ladies, they blew everybody off the stage. I mean, they were great. They were great.
Right.
And that year also, I mean, it's not a flutist, but Roberto Torres was also.
Roberto Torres was there.
Yeah.
We had a wonderful. My son-in-law, Willie Garcia, the bass player, the son of Roberto Rodriguez. And last year he played two bass, him and Sal Cuevas. I tell you, it was Frank Bay on piano. What a bunch of guys! I tell you, Ramiro was singing too. Ramiro.
Yeah, Felo, I think that
And Mayito, our guido player.
I think that you're going to have big surprises for the year.
Definitely.
And
Yes.
people are going to be excited what is going to happen this year at the event.
And you know what? This we do it with so much love. We don't do it to make money. I mean, we don't make any money. We just, from the tickets that we sell, we pay for the event. But we have a good time. And we keep this music alive. Because Charanga is not dead. It's alive and well, man.
Right.
Trust me.
It's been around for 140 years, and hopefully it'll be around for another 140. So.
Okay, so once again, when are you planning this for?
July.
July.
Definitely. It's the best time of the year, you know. And we just hope everybody come down and see us, you know, and enjoy it. It's like a big family. Everybody know each other. We have a good time. Bring your family. We have a ball.
Okay, so there you go. So keep.
I don't want you to close this without me saying thank you very much for everything you do for us.
You're welcome. My pleasure.
The things you do for us is.
Fellow, what happened is that Ed has a charanguero inside.
Are you sure he didn't play with any charanga?
I don't know.
I think this year we should have Ed sing with us with the legend.
Right. What can you play, man?
Oh, I don't know.
And another question. Did you like the picadillo with frijoles negro and rice that Osvaldo cooked?
Oh, excellent. Yeah. Well, he should cook for the party. Cater the party.
It was so for you and Caridad, your wife. I mean, beautiful.
Okay, folks. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll keep you informed when this event will take place and where to get the tickets, and hopefully we'll see you all there and come and support this terrific organization, and of course this music, and come and dance and have a terrific time. So thank you, guys.
Thank you very much.
So it's a pleasure to be here and speak to you.
And
Thank you.
I would like to say any sponsors that would like to help us out, we appreciate that very much.
Yeah,
Get in touch with Ed.
Felo. Get in touch with Felo. If you
Or with me, yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you very much. God bless you all.
Good night.